Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, guys, and welcome to another video Diamond Trader. My name is Daniel, and today, guys, dare I say it, we're doing an update on Alpine 4 Holdings, ticker symbol ALPP. Now, today is the 15th of April. They've come out with the 10K, they've come out with the results for 2020, and today is probably not a very good day, quite a disappointing day, not because of Alpine, but the general market, the whole market continues to be red. When I say red, I'm talking more specifically at these low cap companies, mid cap, low cap companies that are suffering mostly, and Alpine's no exception to this. Now, a lot of the we were expecting today to be a day that was not going to be anything special in terms of price action. We weren't expecting them to come out with great results for prices to rocket high up. Simply because we're in quite a bearish market at the moment. So any news, any good news, even if it was great news, let's say even 100% return growth over 2019, the stock still wouldn't have moved. The market at the moment is really quite delicate, so there's no predicting. Having said that, we need to realize before we're disappointed and we're frustrated about this company, because there is frustration, we need to sit down and think why we're investing in this company, guys. Okay, so remember, we're in the early stages, the very early stages of a company. Remember, Amazon have been here, your Netflix, all your big companies were small at one point, and they all suffered some sort of volatility, or should we say price action at the beginning of their infancy stage, should we say. And Alpine's in their infancy stage. This is the year 2021 is going to be the year where they're going to really kickstart and everything's going to go forward. Okay, until now 2020 has been okay. They're starting to find their feet, and 2021 is going to be a good year, and we're really starting to see that. We're seeing that because we've been hinted that. So yeah, guys, we're not in this for the. I know those of you who follow my channel are going to get bored of listening to me, but we're not in this for the NASDAQ, guys. We're in this because for what this company has, the potential they have for growing and moving forward. Now let's have a look. Let's go straight into it. Let's see. So they reported $33.5 million in revenue for 2020, and 19% growth over 2019. Okay, so not bad. They expects to report shareholder equity growth of $40 million in quarter one of 2021. Okay, so Kent, as always, reached out. His addressed a letter to his shareholders saying that he's pleased that that they had this growth. However, they would have had more growth if it wasn't for that horrible pandemic that we had last year. Yeah, well, that goes without saying because there's a lot of companies were in the same situation. But he did go on to say, which is quite important, which I suppose took quite a big hit, is they really maintained their workforce. Okay, so they kept on their over 278 employees, and they retained 95% of their workforce without laying anyone off. So there was quite a lot of focus and emphasis on that, which affected their numbers. Okay, so if it wasn't for that, they were saying they would have over 26% instead of 19%. Okay, so that led, so really what the profit was eaten by paying people's salaries, and that hit their lot. Well, that actually says here 3.2 million. So that was affected by $3.2 million in additional expenses by keeping employees at the level they did without having to reduce. So okay, so that's a point to take on. They also went on to talk about other adjustments that they made. I'm not too sure about these adjustments. He says other adjustments to our pricing to keep our customers from going to competitors. And the net result of our financial statements helped drive a $8 million loss. Okay, so I'm not too sure what he means by that. It's not very clear. Our decision to do whatever it took, our employees will pay huge dividends in 2021 and 2022. With the current US-based labor pool experiencing monumental shortages, Alpine 4 will have the ability to meet the growing demand of our customers, giving us a unique advantage over the competition. I am very pleased to say that in the second quarter of 2021, the company will begin to post sales revenues that exceed these pre-horrible pandemic revenue. Don't like to even mention the word. When you combine the cost-cutting measures of our maintain, invest, divest, kill exercise that they did in quarter 2 and quarter 3 of 2020, the $50 million capital raise they did in the first quarter of this year, and are paying down of our debt by over $40 million today, profitability is forthcoming and the company looks as healthy as it has ever been. Okay, so yeah, this is what we mentioned. So we said that the first quarter would be the quarter that we're going to start to see numbers. A lot of what's happened recently hasn't been reflected in 2020, and we'll see that soon. And don't know if I'm mistaken, and it hasn't mentioned it, but I think the first quarter for 2021 will be announced in a month's time, for the 15th of May. So we'll watch out for that, because it didn't mention this here in the letter. So we'll keep an eye out for that to see when they if they announce that in a month's time or not. So yeah, the last thing he mentioned, I don't know how you want to read this, but all this said, we look back at 2020 as a year of a significant change for Alpine. These changes pale in comparison to the fundamental changes that we have already occurred in 2021. We are undeniably a new position of strength from a financial structural standpoint, and will be a force to be reckoned with as we continue to implement our DSF business model and we begin to trade on the NASDAQ. So, yeah, I mean, I think he mentioned this one to sort of give hopes, but I think, you know what, a lot of people are quite frustrated because they hear NASDAQ, and not seeing NASDAQ for all these short-term holders. So yeah, if you're a short-term holder, well, you've probably gone now. You've probably left this a while ago now, and those that are us left holding now have diamond hands. We are long-term holders, and we will be reaping in the gains in the very near future. So good. Let's see. Tomorrow's the 16th of April. Special day. Do you remember what day it is tomorrow? Why is it a special day? Let's hope that the NASDAQ's announced tomorrow. That'd be good. Whether it gets announced or not, we do not know. But it would be good. Or would it? I don't know. I always said that I would prefer it. Actually, I always said that I prefer it not to be announced in such a bearish market, actually. I'd rather see it when we're sort of out of this, because any good news to the market is not taken so well. Okay, I'm talking about the smaller cap companies, mid cap companies. So even if anything did come out, I don't see any results, anything moving quite quick. But we'll see. Again, we don't care. We're in this for the long term. So whether it's NASDAQ or not NASDAQ, we're in this for the long term, guys. Now let's have a look at price. I drew this on the last video, and here we have these levels. Now these levels have been broken. It's quite strange because we said that if we break this resistance level here, we could be on the upside, and it just managed to be quite right, and it seems that it tested these levels. We actually went up to $3.85. I think a lot of people got excited, and then boom, shorters. Look, it's got sold off again. It sold off again, and look, we're right down to these levels now, really quite low levels at $3.24. Okay, so today, yeah, a great time to buy in, to average in. Did I average in today? No, I'm quite heavy on Alpine already. Actually, I'm already quite heavy, and if I did average in, I'm going to be looking down at these levels. So I'm looking to see how these levels are going to react tomorrow. We could probably see more of a downturn. If we did see that, we'll probably go back down to these levels, which is around about $3.10. I wouldn't like to say this level, but who knows? the market is looking very bearish at the moment. So I wouldn't even be surprised, in fact, if we actually came back down to under $3. Okay, if we did come back down to these levels, absolutely perfect timing to load up on on stocks. Okay, so we'll see how it goes. Let's not be disappointed. Let's also have a look at the RSI. RSI, if it gets down to 30 again, I think that will probably coincide with down about these levels, around about $3, $3.10, and that would be a good time for a buying, I reckon. Anywhere below there would be great. So guys, that's a little bit. Remember guys, stay focused, stay positive. We're in this for the long term, guys. This is part of the stock market, and this is the way it works. Okay, so if you're new to the market, okay, guys, be patient. It's not timing the market; it's about time in the market. Guys, let me know what you think in the comments below, guys. Did you buy more Alpine today? Did you sell more Alpine today? Let me know. I'd love to hear from everyone on their outlook on Alpine. Guys, if you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe and also hit that like button. That really helps my channel grow. Guys, thank you very much for watching, and I'll speak to you soon. Take care now. Bye bye.